Hey everyone, this is Daksh and I'm a CC2 at Codecademy. Today I'll be walking you through a project called Magic 8 Ball, which you can find on Codecademy Project Hub. And if you don't know what Magic 8 Ball is, it was a game invented in 1950s for fortune telling and seeking advice. When you ask this ball a question, it gives you an answer with yes or no, along with a prediction or a fortune. We'll be coding this project in Python and it will be covering key concepts like importing modules, variables, conditional statements, and string concatenation. Whether you're already familiar with these concepts or looking to learn them along the way, you can do it. And with this, let's get started with the project.
So, welcome to the project. The name of the project is Magic 8 Ball, as we saw in the intro. To know more about the Magic 8 Ball game, you can open the wiki link and see through the whole history of the Magic 8 Ball game. And to understand it in short, is a popular game developed in 1950s for fortune telling and advice seeking. Let's move ahead in the summary, and the next thing it says is write a magic8.py Python program that answers any yes or no question with a different fortune each time it executes. So the Python file name is right here, and we need to write a program that answers a question with a yes or no and a different fortune. Each time it executes, it should change, right? So we'll be having 9 possible answers for our Magic 8 ball. So these are the 9 answers that our ball will be giving, right? And the output of the program should be in format. So first, the name variable should come, then ask is constant, then the question variable should come, then comes the Magic 8 ball answer, then answer variable, right? This should be variable, I guess. Yeah. These name, question, and answer inside the bracket should be variables. So, for example, the name variable here is Joe. Joe asks, is this real life? This is the question, and this is supposed to be the answer, right? The first task is we have to declare a variable called name. Declare the variable name, and I'll name it as Daksh, which is my name. Yep, and this concludes the first task. The second task is next declare a variable question. Okay, next variable is question, and assign it to a yes or no. Let's assign it to yes. Y should be capital. So the variable name is yes. Yep. And hint. Next task is we want to store the magic 8 answer variable. We'll call it answer. Okay, so next thing is we have to create a variable called answer and keep it empty like this. So we can store the values inside this variable. That's why we are keeping it empty for now. Okay. Generating a random variable number. So to create random answers, we are supposed to create a logic that will create random numbers. And for that, we'll be importing a random module. So write import random, and always make sure you write the import modules on the top of the code. It is very good for readability and it helps you with avoiding the circular import issue. So circular import issue risk happens when two or more modules are depending on each other and you write a module that depends on another module before. So it fails to run some of the functions, right? That's why we we are supposed to write all the modules on top, import modules on the top of the code. So with this, we'll get the access with the access of random module. Now in a code, we'll get the access of a function called rand int. This function will be responsible for generating a random integer value, and the argument that we give is a range. So if we give a range of rand int for 1 to 5 means it will create uh, a number which will be random and it will be inside the range of no it will be in the range of 1 to 5. So this is inclusive in nature, so it includes 1 and 5. Let's remove it and see what it says. call random function, random module. Okay, so this task is done to import the random module. Next task is now create a variable that's hold randomly generated value. Okay, so now we have to create another variable called random number and assign it to random. The function that we'll be using from the random module is randint and give it the range of 1 to 9. This is inclusive in nature as I told you before, so it includes 1 and 9 in the to confirm the numbers are random. Let's print the random number, right? 6174. Yep, it's random. So this concludes the task 5 also. Okay. The next task is to write the logic for the code, which is the control flow. And the first logic was to create the variables, and this next part is to create the logic. And how we are creating the logic is to use if, elif, and the else statements. So let's say if number is 1, then we'll use if statement, and if the value of random number is 1, then we'll declare it with the answer. So first task says create a if statement when the random number variable is 1 and answer is supposed to be changed to yes, definitely. Okay, let's create a statement, and when the random underscore number um, equal to 1, no, we'll use double equal to, we have to use a comparison operator, right? So the answer should be what? Yes, 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 definitely. Okay, yep. So with this, the task 6 is done. The next task is to write elif statement after the if statement, where it will be equal to 2, and the answer should be it is decidedly so. Okay, so let's write the elif statement for the random number equal to 2, and answer should be yep. Um, let's do one thing. Let's print the answer, confirm, or let's add all the other numbers also. Okay, so copy this. Okay, and let's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So change the number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So for 3 is without a doubt. Yep, without doubt. Really hazy. Try again. Ask again later for the 5th. Okay. And better not tell you now. For the 6th. For 7th is my sources say so. 8th for 9th is very doubtful. Okay, this was for 9th, I guess. Yep, and now let's test the print statement, see if answers are changing. Yeah, the fortune is changing. Perfect. So with this, the task 7 is done. Following the if else if statements, add else statement. Yep. So with this, the logic is not done yet. What if I increase the range to 19 and 10? Yep, it will print nothing, right? To counter this, we'll add a else statement, right? Which should throw an error if the number is uh, yeah. So if the number is not between 1 to 9, or it's not in the range of 1 to 9, then it should print the answer as error. Okay, and yep, that's it. So if we increase the range here, yeah, see, error is getting printed. Yeah, so let's fix the range again. Everything is working perfectly. The 9 task is, now let's see our program in action. Yep. Okay, so now we'll be doing the formatting thing. So we'll be printing the answers in a format. So the first format we have to create is put the variable name first, then asks, then the question variable. So we can do it by printing the name variable first, then ask. We need to give a space here, then concatenate the question variable. Let's see. So, okay, we need a space here also. Give a space here. Yeah, it's working. So with this, the task is done. And for the task 10th is, we again have to create a print statement. And for this, we have to write this string. And in the end, the answer variable, concatenate the answer variable, print. Uh, let's copy this, right? Print. This is a simple string. And concatenate the answer variable. Yeah. You can notice that this is changing, right? And I think this question is much better than just asking yes. This is not even a question. So let's change it, right? This looks better. Will I win the lottery? Asking it. I'll ask again. I'll ask again. This is okay. I'm winning the lottery. Yay. Yep. I'm lucky today. So I'm winning the lottery today. So, okay, let's get back to the project. So the task 10, it's done. So do you think the project have ended here? As the task say, great job, you have successfully utilized your knowledge of conditionals as you have done, right? So we have already run the program several times and we can see the answer is changing, right? But we'll be moving ahead and we'll be adding some use cases. Task 12, right? It says, okay, it just says to add more elif statements, right? And add more answers to it. So for number 10, number 11, number 12, right? Increase the range and increase the answers. So task 12 is just that. You can do it on yourself. You just have to add more elif statements. So moving ahead, task 13 says, what if the name string is empty? If the name string is empty, it will show nothing here. It just asks, right? This is not looking perfect. So let's get the name back, print it, and see what the task is asking. What if the name is not provided? It will show like this, which is same. Okay. As you can see, the formatting of output can use some improvement when there is no name provided. Okay. So it's saying when there is no name provided, you can just write question here and ask the question and answer is like this. So we can achieve this logic. Can you think of the logic, right? Can you think of a logic that you can write here, which will help you to achieve this? Pause the video, think of the logic, implement it, and if you're able to implement it, see the video, okay, and see if we are on the same page. And if you're not able to implement it, then after thinking of the logic, if you're not able to implement it, then just come back to the video and we'll implement it together. So the logic is to add if statement here, okay, and if the name string is empty, okay, we'll print this one, right? So let's copy this, put it, put the indentation, and instead of name, we'll wait. instead of name, we'll be writing here question space question, and the last whole part, this one, will go in the else statement. So if the string is empty, print these statements. If the string is not empty, print this statement. So to confirm it's working, we'll remove this. See, it's just asking the question now. If we revert back to the name, it's printing this. So with this, we have implemented the logic, and this task is just that. Yep. You can also use the hint, right, feature. If you're not able to um, get the answer or you're stuck somewhere, it will give you suggestions. So right now we are on the right track. Perfect. So let's move ahead on the 14th task and see what the 14th task is. What if the question string is empty? Okay, now what if the question string is empty? What if we remove the question here? So again, it's not looking good, right? So let's move back, add the question back. Then the magic eight ball cannot provide the fortune, otherwise the fabric of reality is at risk. Yes, correct. This is correct. To ensure that the fabric of reality is safe, we can create an elif statement where the question is an empty string, print out the message. Okay, so we have to create another if statement and let the user know that you cannot leave the question part empty, because this is the most important thing in this game, right? Without question, it's useless. Without question, how can you tell someone the fortune, right? So now the another question comes is where to add the if statement. So the best place to add the if statement for the question part is here. Write the if statement here if the question is empty. Yeah, question is empty. Let the user know, hello player, please ask a question. So this is very important, right? So if we remove the question string here and run the program, okay, the problem, okay. We have to use the comparison operator, right? So it's asked, okay, so it is again printing these statements, the last statements. We are not supposed to run the last statement when the question string is empty, right? So can you think of a logic that will fix this issue? So when the user gives an empty string to the question variable, then this program is not supposed to run. We are not supposed to run all this. We are supposed to ask the user again and again to add the question, to ask the question. So pause the video and think of a logic. If you are done thinking of the logic and implementing it, then let's implement the logic together. So to counter this problem, we can just add a else statement here and add all this, right, inside this else statement. Yeah, there might be an indentation problem here. So select all this, press tab once. Yeah, so this all falls under this else statement, which is what we want. So let's try running it. Okay, indentation error in the line 11th. Yep, so this should also go ahead. Run it again. So this is again prompting the user to ask the question again and again. So this program won't run ahead until the user haven't given the question. So if the user is not giving the question, then this program won't run. So if the user, let's say, give the question, will I win the lottery? See, the program has started working. So with this, we have successfully completed the task 14 And with this, we have completed the program for Magic 8 Ball Pool. And I hope you have really enjoyed the project and you really have enjoyed the challenges in the end. These challenges were actually meant for you to brainstorm. And don't worry, if you are not able to find the logic, it's okay. You can try more projects on our website like these. And you can also check the sample solution here. You can open the solution here, you can check the solution. And with this, you are done with the project. And you are feel free to move ahead and attempt more projects on our website. So thank you for attempting this project with me. Thank you.
All right, congratulations on completing the Magic 8 Ball project. And now you can push the project on your GitHub profile. To learn how to use GitHub, you can check the GitHub course present on Codecademy's website. If you want to learn more, go ahead and check the link in the description. Also, if you want to stay updated with the coming videos, you can subscribe to the channel. And with that, thank you and see you around.